A man was driving home when, shortly after entering a tunnel, the lights unexpectedly began to flicker. When he glanced back, what he saw was terrifying. The tunnel was collapsing behind him. The deafening rumble grew closer, like a monstrous beast slowly creeping toward him. Panic-stricken, the man floored the accelerator in a desperate attempt to escape, but it was too late. When he regained consciousness some time later, his eyes were bloodshot, his face covered in dust, and both he and his car were buried underground. His first instinct upon coming to was to reach for his phone to call for help, but there was no signal. He carefully adjusted his seat and inched backward, desperately searching for even the faintest signal. When he finally got through, the casual tone of the operator was jarring, as if they were treating this like a minor incident. After hanging up, the man took large gulps from a water bottle, unaware that water would become precious beyond measure in the days ahead. Meanwhile, rescue teams rushed to the scene, but what they found left them stunned. Half the mountain had collapsed, completely transforming the site and leaving no visible entry point. The news spread quickly, and reporters began flooding the man's phone with calls, eager to interview him. The rescue team captain was furious. He stormed over to the reporters' vehicles, forcefully pulling them away and sternly warning them to stop calling the man. These calls were draining his phone battery and could interfere with locating him. The captain grabbed a reporter's phone and deleted the call history. Soon after, the man called the captain, who quickly advised him on safety measures and emphasized the importance of rationing food and water. The man responded helplessly that he only had 2 bottles of water and a cake, barely enough to survive on. The captain promised to rescue him before his water ran out. The captain examined the tunnel's blueprints, which showed 6 ventilation shafts. Based on when the man entered, he was likely trapped near the 3rd or 4th shaft. Just then, the man received a call from his wife and daughter. Fighting back tears, he promised his daughter a gift once he got out. After the brief call, he silently cleared away debris from his car. Waiting for rescue was now his only option. Officials arrived to oversee the rescue, though most of their talk proved meaningless. Meanwhile, media crews gathered at the other end of the tunnel. When rescue teams attempted to use drones to assess the situation, reporters launched their own drones hoping to get exclusive footage. However, all the drones lost signal upon entering the tunnel and crashed. Seeing this, the captain decided to investigate the tunnel himself. He left his team in their vehicle and proceeded on foot. Faced with a wall of rubble, he could only peer through small gaps. Suddenly, his teammate accidentally honked the horn, earning a harsh rebuke from the captain. In a collapsed tunnel, sound could trigger another cave-in. The trapped man heard the horn and excitedly called the captain. Both men could barely contain their joy. The sound meant they were close, suggesting rescue might be imminent. But at this crucial moment, dust began falling and tremors could be felt. Another collapse was imminent. They rushed to their vehicles just as a massive boulder crashed down in front of them, followed by an avalanche of rocks. The captain reversed at full speed as the collapse gained momentum, the cascade of debris threatening to engulf them. They barely escaped in the final seconds. Still shaken, the captain immediately called to check on the man. Miraculously, he was alive. However, with the tunnel now completely collapsed, his chances of rescue seemed increasingly slim. This gripping tale of survival comes from the Korean film Tunnel.